And we are live. Hey, guys.
Oh, shit.
What's going on?
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Power Hour.
ZZP Power Hour. It is Friday.
Oh, yeah. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
It's that time.
Yeah. It's
that time.
It's hot.
a hot Friday.
It's hot Friday.
It's going to be even
workshop,
hotter tomorrow, actually. We're going to have our first big 90-degree burn
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we're going to see a 9 at the start of the
Yeah,
temperature.
it's going to be
Yeah,
sweltering.
Tyler's going to be racing the Camaro, no AC all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
That is true, actually.
Big oops to Tyler on
I'm
that
glad
Why
I'm
hasn't
not
he
going
got
to be around.
AC, man?
Because, okay, so.
Because he wants it to
Is
be
there
a real
even a
race
reason?
car, right?
Oh,
no,
real race cars
he's
don't
AC
have AC.
deleted.
No. He's not AC deleted. Eric is talking bullshit right now. What happened is it broke. So evidently in the Camaros is a big problem. Like everything, the blend door fails, and so you just get no AC after a while. But to get to, you have to take apart the whole dash. And Tyler doesn't want to take apart the whole dash. I've been pushing him to do that for like over a year, and I'm like, dude, it's gonna get hot.
Goodness.
And you need AC. But
Yeah.
I mean,
What's going on, Drew?
Yeah.
So he just fixed AC in his woman Civic
What up, Drew?
yesterday. Did you see the condenser for the
Yeah,
front?
it's
It
like
was see-through.
yeah, you can see through the whole thing.
It's
I've
called the
never seen
no
such a
fin
thing.
model.
Absolutely. Drew Smith, how's it going, buddy? All right, so Eric,
Yeah, guys.
I'm-
Welcome to ZZP Power Hour. This is episode 34, I
Sounds
think.
right.
I'm at least ballparking it better than we have in the past. So
better
hopefully
than Trevor.
we're not in the thousands. Yeah, today, well, first of all,
Oh, frick, Al McClure's in
Ah,
the freaking
oh.
YouTube channel.
Uh,
Al Texan McClure
know,
right now.
Yeah.
Al's
I
in
never
Texas.
thought I'd say it, but I do miss Al. He's been gone all week.
We miss him a lot.
I honestly thought Al was here today just because, like, of just all the things going on. Like, I just assumed, like, Al was somewhere with his
In
head
the
in an
mix,
engine
somewhere.
block somewhere.
Honestly, that's kind of the way it goes, though. Like, everyone kind of has their thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of, know when someone's not here, no matter what it be. Like, I'm sorry, excuse me. No matter what their job is, no matter what they do,
Mm-hmm.
you always know when someone isn't here. Either a light's off, or something isn't getting done differently, or someone else has to do something. Like, you always know.
Yeah.
Or like when you're not here, it's just quiet.
Yeah, me, exactly.
There's not a voice
My-
Well,
booming throughout the whole of ZZP.
I guess I should have known better because I literally have a view right behind me of Al's entire desk area.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
true.
I don't see the ion on the desktop background, then I know Al's probably not in.
Correct. Yeah.
So
He's got
that's
a pretty serious bullhorn on that
Yeah.
ion right now.
Mm-hmm. He's
Bullhorn
excited for it.
for days. It's going to be spitting bald eagles out of that bullhorn.
Oh, my goodness. The stuff you build.
Yeah, which kind of leads us into our topic here.
Yeah.
Al's going to have that at Streetcar Takeover.
Yeah.
That's
Yes, he is.
our next event. Everybody's super excited about.
I know. We've got some exciting stuff. Before we get too far into it, though, I will at least start us off with hello, everyone. I'm Eric B. And, we're here doing the podcast. What's up?
What's up? I'm Alex, here doing the podcast.
I'm Bo.
This must be-
Both see it.
This is the most boring intro we've ever had.
This is we call this the A team with a little bit of B and C team going on here, boys. Y'all know who it is.
A-
It's Ryan D at ZZP. Got Alex S, Bo C, Eric B. Everyone else is gonna wait. Tyler's at Grid Life right now. Al's in Texas doing heavy man lift stuff. Frickin' Tim is busy. We're all pretty smoked here, but that's why we got a little bit different team.
We got a lot of busy adults with important things going on all over the place, so we're kind of holding down the fort right
You're
now.
really slamming the BC team right now, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, dog.
Whoa!
Gotta
The
get some
message
shots.
is clear.
Gotta get some shots out
Yeah.
here, real
We
quick.
did already have a Venmo request for our newly established Dollar Fight Club that's apparently starting. As of established last week, we were getting Venmo'd like 37 cents to like dick slap each other. So
Oh, geez.
look out.
Anyway, back to Streetcar.
Well, I'll say, Bo, you try anything, you're gonna hurt your hand. OEM black people parts, dog.
No, we're talking about just general race events. We are thankfully in an exciting period where that's a thing again. So we can all be very happy about
Oh,
that.
yes.
Warm weather's here. People are outside. Cars are driving around. It's a good time to be alive. So
Definitely.
we already had an event earlier this, I guess it was springtime, technically, with Cletus and Cars, and
was a good
that was a
kickoff.
good time. That was
Yeah.
a good kickoff for a lot of us. That was our first
The
official.
A-Team was at the Cletus and Car event, I think.
I think the whole A team was
The whole
there.
A-Team was there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I see the shot there. Well, A team member's car was there. We had a B team member fill in.
Yeah.
This guy.
We wanted you there,
The
right?
backup quarterback was driving that day.
Shoot, the water boy was driving that day when you had to get in it.
Oh my God, yeah, that was a like we
See,
already.
These things happen at events. That's
Yeah.
why we've got to go to.
Yeah, we already told this story, but I was off camera. But yeah, I had to try to. I'm not a manual man. I've never really been hands-on with my cars like that. I always drive autos. So my first ever manual experience was driving that nice 500 horsepower ATS
Yeah.
because
Somebody,
needed
the person who I gave the car to decided to get drunk.
we needed a pitch hitter, and I was not. Yeah, it stalled it maybe like 40 sometimes on 3 stretches of road before we got it to where we needed to go.
well, honestly though, and that kind of leads to we there's a lot of interesting things that happens at our various events that we go to, and this is one of the many things that happens at ZZP events. I've been here out of us the longest, and I've been a customer before and dealing with ZZPerformance stuff, and something always happens at an event.
Oh, yeah.
But I do give major props to you because the ATS has one of the new clutch masters with aluminum flywheel on it, and it's not the easiest
Friendliest.
clutch, or not the friendliest clutch
Right.
to drive at all. And the fact you got to move without
At
killing
all.
it 190 times,
Right.
well done.
I guess, I was just happy that I didn't actually wreck the car.
Yeah.
Nothing, no damage was done as far as I know.
Yeah.
It made it to its destination. So I
However-
just was
however-
I had the window rolled down and I was just like, come on, come get around me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting in the middle of this intersection. I don't know what I'm doing.
There's Bo in the passenger seat. Oh, poor
He was
guy.
super zen, actually. Bo was probably the chillest of the two of us.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it's all right, just let off the clutch real slow. And I'm like, fuck this car! I don't understand! I'm so, So,
I
that
will
was,
say my clutch did feel a little funny after that, so I know,
believe it.
I know what
whoops.
happened.
I broke it in for you,
Yeah,
Ryan.
the ATS was like, "Why did you do this to me? Why did you do
You
this?"
sent me
Let
out
a
to stay.
friggin'
Oh,
Goddamn toddler driving the car. I don't know what the hell is going on. So, yeah, we've already had some fun times.
No, Rob, I'm just trying to talk a little quieter. So
let it boom, Ryan.
no, I'm not gonna
Come on, man.
blow people's ears.
I mean, we can.
No, it's
We
fine.
can
Leave
attempt
it
to
alone.
mess with it,
Eric, maybe yours.
I got-
yours is slightly loud. Maybe-
Is mine slightly
Yeah, I
loud?
would say so.
Okay.
I would say so.
Unfortunately, we're at different microphones
You are
every single
headphone
time.
2, or you're a headphone 2.
Your
microphone.
mic too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm mic too.
It's our first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
manning the
Hey,
computer and the
Jason
board
Whittleson.
today.
Jason Whittleson likes the new
We'll try that.
snowball wrap.
Man.
Thanks, dude.
It looks so good,
Who
dude.
doesn't like it?
I know.
So far, everyone likes it.
It's
and
sharp.
It's
Awesome.
So if the people want to see it, where are they going to see it?
I mean, she will. Whoa! What are you doing?
Just
Yeah, you mess with stuff. You fix.
no,
it.
you're
Broke it.
fine. You're fine.
Oh.
This is just what you hear.
Oh my god. Okay, it sounds weird now.
Sorry.
But yeah, it will be a streetcar takeover. Also, even sooner than that, though, some of you guys probably didn't know about the Snowball and myself. And if I can find someone else to drive the ATS, I'll probably enter the ATS too. It's June 12th.
Your boy's right here.
Maybe.
It's like, hey, I can drive now.
June 12th, Tuner Evolution Car Show in Chicago. It is a application registered car show only. I was like, you know what? Let me just throw snow up. And within like 20 minutes, they're like, oh my God, come. So
Nice.
I paid. And so
Very cool.
It'll be there from 12 to 7. So we have Chicagoland, Ecotec, and 300 guys. Definitely come see me. I'll enter in the show, see if she wins again. The last time there, she took home a trophy. So
That'd be sick.
Damn.
yeah, so we know that's gonna be the first drive, first little thing I'm gonna do with her since I got her back, and the weekend after that is Streetcar Takeover. So we'll see what she does there.
And it's the plan to run Snowbolt at Streetcar Takeover?
I'm one of those weird people that doesn't change their tires for anything. Like their car will be fast as hell if I just put some different tires on them. I'm like, nope, street tires, rah! But the plan as of now, so if I ever buy a ticket, it will be to at least give her a pass or two on low boost.
Yeah.
Can't give her the beans right away. Slow
We can
boost.
get those BFGs you got over there mounted up in time.
Yeah, that's true. But I got to get tire letters for them, too. Gotta have the tire letters, dog. Show and go. Show and go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, we got a good mix of, well, obviously being green, I'm still experiencing all of the new events we have to offer, or returning events that ZZP's been doing forever. But seems like we got a good mix this year of stuff we're going to be going to between Streetcar Takeover. We've got Trevor popping up in all these different little like slideways events and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's actually right now he's in Maggie Valley for the Slingshot event. I give him major props. That is a lot to deal with.
Yeah,
because like the few days before he went to Tail of the Dragon for the first time, and he really liked that experience as well. So shout out to Trevor.
Yeah,
he's hitting the road hard right now.
yeah, he's on like a nice long ZZP branded road trip right now.
That's a long road trip.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey Rob, Rob asked, "Are you running stock Bremos on that, Ryan?" Me? Absolutely not. I have our 14.5 big ginormous brake kit. So
let's follow up on that because we were working with Tim this week and he was having trouble fitting some wheel on his Sky.
Yep.
With the Brembo kit, and Ryan recommended he switch to actually the
larger kit. Tim, because Tim was trying to go to Grid Life. Unfortunately, he won't be making it this year. But it was because he didn't want to rush, and he felt it'd be a better idea to.
Basically, although it's a bigger brake kit, it clears wheels better.
Correct. Yeah.
The rotors are bigger, but the calipers are smaller.
Yeah.
So you get less brake pad.
Yeah, the calipers have a smaller, skinnier footprint.
Correct.
But you still have more braking surface. So it is still a upgrade. But it's especially if you have a wheel that's concave or has like supposed
more
to
friendly
go.
towards
It's
wheels.
more friendly towards that. Like, for a lot of people ask me, hey, what wheels do you have on Snowball? They are Advan RG3s, 18 by 9.5. So you can fit them. However, my car is 114 swapped and all the other stuff, and they fit amazing on there. I wouldn't have to run a spacer, but my wheels are wide enough that, and the offset, what it is, it hits the strut, so I have a very small spacer in the front only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, Tim's, if this is his hub and his concave wheel, moving the rotor out gave him more clearance.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
I think it's interesting ever since we revealed the new the V2 wrap on the Snowball. I've seen
V2R.
Right, V2R. Got to get all the letters and numbers in there. I feel like a ton of people have been asking about the wheels, and I'm like, I feel like that's the one thing that hasn't changed.
The wheels, I've gone through 4 sets of wheels in that car, and I'm a very big non-rep wheel, so I hate Varstones, I hate Vors, I hate all those inky T37 knockoffs and all that stuff. Like, don't get me started on that. The reps and stuff. But yeah, after my NT03s, I like the drink.
like a brain meld there. Where you're like,
Time.
it's time to go.
But yeah, I've had those wheels on there for a few years now. But to my knowledge, they're still the only Cobalt with those wheels. It's a very Japanese wheel. But
Yeah, you've got Japanese influence over that
it's
vehicle.
definitely a JDM inspired car for sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it surprisingly works very well.
Yeah. Oh, Trevor's in there.
There he is.
He misses us. He doesn't miss us that much. I've been giving Trevor shit all week. Like, he's been kicked out of the club and all sorts of shit. Like,
Al is giving me audio advice
He's
here.
giving you audio advice. So, Ryan, you've obviously been to the most events out of all of us, but
Hopefully that's better.
getting the first event, especially after, the kind of peak of the pandemic, and now things are starting to chill out a little bit and events are getting back to decent capacity. So, from my personal experience, the events are so 50-50. It's 50 all about the actual cars and the racing and all that kind of stuff. And then the other 50%, hands down, is the hanging out at the camp.
100%.
Drinking beers, cooking together.
Oh, yeah.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah, like
What a time.
Yeah, we do it with the customers. We do it with each other.
Our camps are open, right? Come over and chat to us.
Yeah, it's a fun time. And you say you just this Cletus was your first one, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So tell us about it. How did you enjoy it?
So we left Friday afternoon. We had 3 of us in the convoy down. We had Tyler's Camaro with no AC, which I was driving. But fortunately, it wasn't too hot. Just the cold air alone was enough. Then Bo, my man here, was driving your ATS with oh man, on my right, Eric running co-pilot, and then Tim in our V8 Camaro.
Yep,
Steve's car. Yeah, so super fun. It was a beautiful Friday afternoon. We cruised down together. Set up Friday night. We had the ZZP flag flying high at our campsite, and I don't know, just the whole atmosphere of seeing a bunch of people there, seeing a bunch of modded cars, feeling like you're connected to the scene again. Being like, these are the people we're providing parts for. Not so much at a Cletus and Cars event because they prefer another 4 cylinders to mainly what we support. But, just being around other people who are super into the same stuff that we're into was great. And talking of Trevor, he was probably one of the most fun guys down there. The
I think
the
he was
famous
definitely
thing was-
having some of the most
he
fun down.
he headbutted an ice cooler. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. So.
Wait. Trevor headbutted an ice cooler.
I
You
didn't
heard me
even
right.
see that part.
You heard me right.
I now have to publicly shame this man. Tell the story. Tell the whole story. Go
So
for it.
Saturday night, the event had happened. It was quite a journey for Trevor getting down there. From what I understand,
That was a story in itself. Yeah.
His partner Kate was not the most pleased person when she got to camp.
The Kappa was having some serious problems.
Yeah, there was a lot of pullovers, I think, on the way down. So Saturday night, the event was done. The drinks started flowing nicely, and towards the end of the night, Trev was on his way, and he was doing a lot of dancing. He was busting a lot of shapes, and he gets up. He's on the grass. He slips. Next thing you know, his legs fall out from the bottom of him, and he's straight into the cooler.
How did I not see that?
And he's a
I was
light
there
guy.
for all of that.
Trevor weighs 90 pounds.
He's so light.
Oh my
He's
God.
so light.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Poor
geez.
Trevor.
He's a driver.
He's definitely, he's lightweight.
And
driver.
He is lightweight.
And Trev, no one saw him again.
Yeah, dead. D-E-D. I got a quick one. Let's see. I think Michael, is in the YouTube chat, Michael Bass. He asked what time I'm hoping to run. Well, my car, funny enough, kind of like our topic last week, my car isn't set up to do any sort of dig racing whatsoever. So if I do race day, it would be in the 40-mile-an-hour roll race stuff.
Yeah, everybody's running rolls at street car.
Yeah.
So Cobalt, the ATS.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually,
Who
so,
else is
so
running?
you are driving my ATS down there
Correct.
to kind of see what it does. Don't mess up.
Which we're making a
Don't mess-
sneak peek. We're making a little prototype.
Yeah, prototype new exhaust for the ATS boys and girls.
And one's on the Camaro right
Yep.
now, too.
Tyler's running one this weekend.
So-
Just got some video of that. It sounded real nice.
It
I
does
like
sound really good. The D cell is my favorite part.
Yeah, it sounds real good.
LTG is a very unique sounding
It's so
four-cylinder
weird
engine, man.
because the Camaro sounds 100% different than the ATS does, and it's the same engine. Obviously, the length and everything else. I'm sure you know the
A
science
little
behind
bit,
it.
but you wouldn't think it would affect it that much.
It's like so much.
But it's so weird. And then I know it's a whole different engine type, but then I've got almost exactly the same exhaust setup on an LNF. Sounds completely different.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing how much. Same number of valves, same number of cylinders. Sounds completely
way
different.
different. Yeah, absolutely.
Way different.
And then Eric, you too. I mean, this is so.
He's getting deep in it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be racing.
Yeah.
Just establish that first. I'm
You
not
gotta be
actually
racing
going to be
that
on
drone.
the.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be racing that drone though, dude.
to give everybody an idea, Eric came from a news broadcast station, right?
Yes.
So he, this he's not been his thing, but he's got.
I've appreciated the aesthetic. I get video of them. I think I've gone to a couple car shows.
Yeah.
That's my familiarity. It's
Yeah.
just
Sorry to
visual.
bash you, Eric, but he did ask me once what modifications he could do to his automatic Subaru.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a thing. You can do that. I'm not going to be putting power into it. I'm just going to make it look nice and
Yeah, and it
you
looks
know,
nice.
like
But,
like brag. My biggest contribution is putting mud flaps on it so far. So
Put my flaps
at
on.
least there's less dirt on the back hatch. That's a win for me. But
yeah, like you're one of your. It was like maybe a week or two after that. That was one of the times we took you to Martin drag strip in the and you had to go watch. You had to go watch the Sonic and veer to the Sonic. So that was like your first time going to like an actual race event, like
Yeah.
on the strip.
that was my first time going to a drag strip. Period.
Yeah.
That was
Well-
actually running cars.
Yeah, well, tell us, like, how was that?
It was. I mean, it was cool. Like, I mean, I immediately like just getting like because I have a camera in my hands the whole time when we do this stuff. So I'm out there getting footage of all this, and the whole time I'm like up in the bleachers getting the high shots, just going like, man, I can totally see this just being like a little kid. Like, oh my God, this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like just sitting, like all you're doing is sitting there listening to, like I used to do. It kind of reminded me like back in the day, like when I was really young, my grandpa would like take me to go, like we'd sit out and like just watch planes land and take off at the airport, just like in big parking lot just out in the middle of nowhere right next to it. And it just kind of reminded me of something like that where you just go and you just watch these loud ass cars.
Yeah.
Regardless of how fast they go.
Yeah.
That's the key thing.
Flying by, and it's just like it's not something you get to see anywhere else. So it's kind of like a nice little jolt to your system.
And it's
so,
legal.
And it's legal.
Yeah.
That's the important part. you
Oh
know?
man, but there's something I'm sure many of our viewers can attest. Man, there's something a little real exciting. I'm not saying I've ever done this
What's the
before
secret?
ever in my
What's
life. I'm not
You get a
saying
little
I've
bit
done
extra
this.
adrenaline when
bit
it's
extra
Just a
adrenaline.
smidge, just a smidge.
when you're,
The
let's let's say racing a Alpha 7 or Alpha 8 GTR on the highway that
Oh, damn.
I may not have done in my lifetime or not, or
Yeah.
racing some big boy fast balls cars, like
The secret ingredient is crime.
it's secret ingredient. It's crime and or
Well, and that's the thing too. I also apparently got my education at the track so far of what cars are apparently not cool. That I think I'll be like, oh man, that's a GTR, that's sweet, and then I can't remember. Somebody's like, no man, those cars suck, and I'm like, oh,
People are
okay, I thought they
super-
were cool.
yeah, people are super opinionated.
Yeah.
Some people are hipsters. Like, oh no, GTR suck, or what this X car because everyone likes it
Yeah.
suck. No, there's a reason why everyone likes them, and they are cool.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's all about. What
And
you
honestly,
personally
like a large amount of my cool factor is just, did I drive this in Forza Horizon and was it fun? And,
There you go.
and if it's a car I played in a video game and thought was fun, I'm like, that's probably a cool car in real life.
But
maybe.
honestly, that is actually I remember because people in the chat may crucify me for this, but one of my top three of favorite Fast and Furious movies is Too Fast, Too Furious. And
Yeah.
one thing that they
Oh,
said
hands
there
down.
that they had a big video game influence because video games are honestly a big part of the car scene now. Like it is a big portion of it. But-
Remember Need for Speed Underground?
Oh,
my God.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget it.
Oh no.
I
me-
still got
let me
that
tell
baby
you-
on the OG Xbox. Need for Speed Underground 2 specifically.
Let me tell you.
best
Let
one.
me tell you about when Al was living with me and he thought he can beat me in Need for Speed Most Wanted. I bust that man's ass
Yeah.
so many
I
times.
feel like Al would just have a hard time holding the controller. Like,
'cause
he'd
it's-
crush
he
it in his
Pushes all
Hulk
four
hands.
buttons at the same
Yeah,
time.
big old head face thumb looking ass boy.
Troll thumbs up.
We're gonna have to.
I fucked him up like it wasn't even remotely close.
We're gonna have
Like-
to one of these days just stream you and Al in a Need for
Anything.
Speed race or
Need,
something.
Need for Speed Underground, Most Wanted because they have the Cobalt in there. I will
Yeah.
fuck him up with the Cobalt because
Yep.
that was a car I raced, and Mario Kart. That's
Oh,
it.
there you go.
Anyway, I will.
Dude, I still can't get over you two live together, man.
Oh,
That
dude.
is the funniest thing to me.
I love Al, but that boy, oh man, that's a hairy boy. You can't live with that man. Al, is
You better
a
have
hairy-
that drain plug in the shower, son.
Al, that's a hairy boy. I am glad that he is back with his family. I'll say that.
Recommendations on drag slicks. Everybody around here likes M&H.
Yes,
I'm partial to the Hoosier QuickTime Pro, but
There you go. Speaking of Bo, that's just a segue to you. So I mean, obviously, Bo, you've been a customer, kind of like myself. You were a customer for a long time, and then you got on board. And
Of your favorite engine type.
yeah.
as to say, Bo's 3800 is like what out of the many 3800s out there, sorry 3800 guys, but
It's legit.
it's one of the 5 3800s on the planet that I actually like. I actually rode in his Turbo Rego when we were going to pick up the Snowball,
I saw that.
and that thing's clean. Like I like it.
It's
like,
clean,
I actually
man.
like it.
It works.
It works. It's great.
That's the important
And it
thing, really.
sounds kind of Jay-Z.
No, it sounds good because it's turbo on it. It's
It's always
fucking
my
sweet.
thing. It's just functional and, I don't know. It making sure everything works right and has its purpose and
Yep.
does its job and, the suspension and the engine and everything just working together every day in and out is what I, kind of obsess over.
Yeah. Yeah, and you do.
You done
which
a
is
great
good.
job on it.
But, okay, now for your first event, just how my events and stuff, eventually we'll get to the ones we want to go to. But event-wise, what was your first ZZP event? Was it Cletus?
My first event with ZZP?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Cletus.
Okay, so
The
you're
Cletus,
yeah.
specifically.
The
Yeah.
Cletus.
Come
But,
in.
I mean, before that, my, ZZP related events would have been Dino Days.
Yeah, Dino. Well, I said one of the main things I remember about Bowen for a while. I think we maybe still have it on the website, a picture of your old red Grand Prix. And we had to, I was judging cars, and obviously I was like, yeah, this car's pretty sweet. I'm gonna give this car an award, kind of thing. But I remember Bo coming in real awkward. 'Cause it was me and Kyla sitting at the desk.
You remember this?
Yes, I specifically remember this because I knew of Bo because I talked to him on the phone a few times, and then I emailed him with him a few times. And I remember his car, but I remember him come in. He came in. Me and Kyler were sitting there talking. It was kind of a break. He was like, "Hey guys," I was like, "Oh, what's up? What's up, Bo? What's going on, dude?" He's like, just chilling out." Okay, all right, cool, man. Yeah. And then some other guy came in and rushed past him, and he's kind of awkwardly just walked out, didn't say anything, didn't buy anything. He just kind of came in and just did Bo stuff.
Hold on, but that's
Bo doing
not
Bo
the
stuff.
Bo we've experienced
No.
since he's been hired. He's like one of the most confident
Oh yeah.
MFs since
Yeah.
since day one.
He's definitely found his place here. That's 100%.
That's
sure.
for sure.
I appreciate it.
So,
Bo, can you bear me?
Yes. Eric,
Yes, sir.
specific. Can we boot Trevor out of the YouTube chat because he brought up spec base model?
We
Cobalt?
didn't you guys already? Well, you were sort of trapped in one of those conversations a couple
Unfortunately, we ain't
podcasts
talking
ago.
about that again. Not ever.
Yeah,
going down that.
that
No.
was a shit show, but it was amazing.
To back up myself at the dyno day that day, I was, pretty jittery considering there was a lot of people there to see the red car make power.
Yeah.
And I remember like the week before, my mom's like, because I was younger, still living at my parents, and I'm in the garage like working on the car all week. My mom's like, yeah, we're having a garage sale this week. You got to get your car out of here. I'm like, Mom, you don't understand.
Like going to ZZP this
Yeah,
weekend.
you gotta go to ZZP on Saturday, and this is like Monday. She's like, nope, that thing's out of here. I'm like, so like working out in the yard and just making sure everything was right and tight. But it ended up doing really good.
It did like 368, right?
Yeah, 360 something, and
Good memory, Ron. Damn.
and wanted, it had more in it. It had a few bugs. Not that 360 wheel horsepower for an
On a
M90
Mustang
has.
now, that's freaking really good, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
If I could have tweaked a few things, but I ended up selling it and buying a house and moved on to bigger and better things. But
The Regal.
yeah, it is
It's a
bigger
lovely car, man.
and
Heavier.
physically bigger and better. But
And heavy AF as well.
Man, that just makes me wish that I still had access to my old my grandparents' hand-me-down Buick Park Avenue that
No,
I
you
believe was in the same realm
No, you don't.
of the cars that
No,
we
you
have
don't.
now,
No,
because
you
that'd
don't.
be funny as hell. I
No,
feel
you
like
don't.
it's like a
800
luxury
Park
car,
Avenue?
No.
and then just put a stupid amount of power into it.
No.
yes,
No. It's a heavier car with
Exactly,
the
it's a boat.
4T65, so they stress out on transits even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, leading into street car, I got the Regal signed up for the 130 mile an hour roll class, and I am literally saving that 65E for that day.
It's like not gonna drive it anymore.
No, I've been driving it every day, but I've been taking
Just
it a little easy.
Coast it down the
Cruising.
road.
We'll turn it up, and
He
see what
says
it does.
taking
I mean-
it easy, but he literally got in the booth every time on the way down to get the
Well, it's
Cobalt.
because he had people in his car. Let's
like-
be
yeah,
honest.
It's like, oh, we
do
better
it,
pass this guy.
You got some extra. You got to show off that power a
wearing
little
that
bit.
thing.
Yeah.
It's so heavy, man.
Got to flex it a little bit. No, honestly, this is dumb, but as a person who just gets video for this company, I don't drive shit. I just watch. I'm so excited just to have a 3800 to get footage of, because we haven't. The whole time I've been here, which has been since like last September, I've literally gone to the track and just got footage of the Sonic.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that we've had that's
you got
ready
a
to
lot
go.
of equalizer on the street, though.
I did.
Yeah.
got a lot
We've
of
gotten a lot
burgundy
of undisclosed street footage of
the
exhaust
burgundy.
pipes.
Yeah. And see, and that's the thing, guys. So I just want to give a shout out to our 300 community, guys. Robert Cobb, Bo Cobb here, has proven to me that there can still be clean 3800s out there. So I don't want to hear any excuse. If you come in with a rusted shit box when you come to ZZP, you have no excuse. I get it, and everyone has a lot of money to do everything. Yeah, every project take time. I've owned the Snowball for 13 years.
We were just talking about
Yeah,
that, man.
like
No rust.
I have no rust, no anything. Keep your cars together. Even if you get it for $300, you got to repair it. Just do it. You can still make a nice 3800. They're nice cars.
They are.
Bo's interior is stupid clean. I'm like, you've never breathed in this car before. You can't have.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Tim went back to his Sky where he's got massive wheels on it and stuff, and we're fitting them up. And I'm like, Tim, we're gonna have to do some work. And he's like, yeah, I got plans of doing this and that. And I'm like, don't feel bad that stuff's not working and it's hitting this or hitting that. Like, I have probably 6 hours a corner on my Regal, clearancing fender wells, rolling fenders, doing this and that, trimming fender liners and making it all nice and functional so that when you drive it, it works.
Yeah.
And like
Working is perfect.
It doesn't just you don't just throw a car together. Like,
Nope.
you can.
Well, no, you can.
Yeah,
Probably
you
not
can.
going to work out
It just
too
doesn't
well.
work out that well. You
but
know?
like even the turbo swap, like that was like an 8-month project because I crossed every T, dotted every I, and like don't feel bad about having your car down and just taking your time.
I took almost 2 years off. Well, one was a perfect year. 2018 was a really good year for the snow. So then I took 2019 off. Then 2020 happened. So then I was like, oh crap,
You had
another
an
year.
excuse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's. I mean, Alex, you have a little project car you're working on.
I got the.
I still
got
haven't
the
seen
truck.
this car, but I
It's-
keep hearing
it's resting
about it.
in my garage, and I think an important point is people are always gonna ask you what progress you're making. They're always gonna give you shit about it.
Oh, yeah.
And just
Pick at you.
have that thick skin, whatever. Yeah, ain't done quite yet.
Yep.
And to be honest, we're all never done anyways.
No one's
No.
ever done. No, for sure.
Yeah, but no, it's just one of those things. So, but on topic of the actual podcast,
Yes.
what like events we want to go to, or
Right.
events we're looking forward to going to.
Yes.
I mean,
Streetcar. First, June 19th.
Yep.
That's our next main one. And then I was
131
gonna ask,
US
what we did-
131.
If you want to
Motorsport.
see a ZZPerformance vehicle in its natural habitat,
yeah,
go to Streetcar Takeover.
Yeah,
We will have literally every single vehicle.
It's
that
gonna
we
be
have there.
almost every single vehicle.
almost.
Almost.
Pretty
All that-
damn close.
There's like 2 or 3 that won't, but they're
They'll all be
It's
there.
gonna be a
we're
very
excited
aggressive.
about that as well, man.
We have never had such a strong fleet at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and I think everybody's very excited whether we do good or we don't.
Yeah.
We'll be
We
there
just want to
having
show
fun.
up. And,
Yeah,
and
there'll be a lot of us.
Yes.
It'll be cool.
Are we doing any events at ZZP this year?
As of right now, we haven't made any plans to do that. So sorry, guys, no down there as of right now. Also, calling out once again because you're my people, Ecotec guys. Y'all didn't show up for the last 2. The 300 guys absolutely doo-dooed on your chest, smeared it all over the place. Like the 300 dudes, they came and wrapped around the whole building. We had the Sonic, normal Ecotec, and LTG platform in one. We should have blown them out of the water, and y'all didn't do nothing. So that's on y'all. That's why as right now, that's why we're not having an Ecotec Dino Day at least. But
We got this needs to be a reset year for the Ecotec
Yeah.
crew because you got 2020 off basically. Now it's time to come. You've had no excuse because now you've had a whole year to work on
Yep.
your car. So
And
bring it out now.
And the thing about it is, I do not brag about it on purpose, but I'm calling you guys out. I've been building my car for 13 years. And everyone's saying, "Oh my God, this car is amazing, this and that, blah blah." But y'all, we all have cool cars. Build them. Build a good car. Come on out. Do stuff with it. Let's drive.
Don't feel bad about bringing a car out that's not like Ryan Derrick level because
Yeah.
we
There's few are.
appreciate all builds.
Yeah.
If you put some hard work and time into something that you care about, and maybe you drive it to work every day and you do a little bit of this and that on the weekend, we love that stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And everybody else does too.
And we
'cause
want to make parts that serve that customer just as much as the big build.
Absolutely. Again, like you said, we've had podcasts on modding your dailies. Get it, guys. My Snowball was a daily for a little bit too. Super quick, Connor Murphy. We will not be doing that because it is not just those 2 items. There are other items with there that are only for our big break kit. So if you want that 14.5, step it up and let's come get it, buddy. But yeah, so you're saying Streetcar Takeover, that's where we're going to be at. But what are some events that you guys want to go to? Like, what are some events that you've even if it's kind of like a little daydream? Like, what are some events you want to go to?
Honestly, my summer, if Streetcar Takeover was the one.
Really?
Like, that's the one
Okay.
that I was looking forward to.
Okay.
I wanted to do it for a long time. Back when I had the Grand Prix, I always thought the roll race class was very cool.
So this
Something-
is a big thing for you then.
Yeah,
I was not aware of that. Yeah,
I guess
okay.
I haven't talked about that really. Yeah, it's definitely like a little bucket list thing. Hit Streetcar Takeover. I remember this is the first one in Michigan I think we've had.
I believe it is. Yeah.
Because I used to always want to try and go to the one in Indy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited. So hopefully
For sure.
the Buick does well.
What about you, Alex? Is there any, I mean, since it's coming to America. Have you
I don't
seen
even know if I know that many events in this
Yeah.
country. Obviously, very excited about Streetcar Takeover. Cletus was something I was watching that before I moved here to the US, so that was sweet to go to that and to see him. And there are a few other channels that I've been following, individuals that were there, and I got to meet them, which is super cool. Dream, I've always wanted to go to SEMA. I don't know what
there we
people's
go.
general
Yeah.
opinion of that, but I would love to go to that. I know that's not. Do they do any racing there? More just to see the builds.
More
'cause
different, see builds, see
that
new stuff coming out. But there's before like drifting and donuts and all that like skid pad stuff. So there's some stuff that happens there for sure.
I would love to go there. What else, man?
Grid Life at the end of the summer.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, my goodness, Grid Life. So I went last year to Grid Life, but I've heard it was extremely tame compared
Last
to
year
normal.
was nothing.
So really liked it. Still huge fun to watch the cars, but yeah, this year
exactly.
Grid
Yeah.
Life for sure.
All
I'm
right.
pumped, freaking pumped about
Yeah, I
that.
always hear crazy things about Grid Life.
Oh man, like I'll go into that one in a minute.
Yeah, tell us the stories, man.
Yeah.
I will. Connor, no release date for the ZZP coilovers just yet. We have a customer whose real name is Jeff Gordon. His name
Yeah.
is Jeff Gordon. He is currently testing them for us and giving us some feedback on them. So we don't have a release date in mind, but keep an eye out for them. That's for everybody. For Ecotec Ion Redline coilovers too, kind of the same thing. But,
Yeah, how many cars we got ZZP coilovers on right now? ATS.
A lot.
the ATS one,
Cobalt.
the Cobalt, Ion Redline has one, W Body, and
Kappa?
Sonic and Kappa.
I'll give it-
and Slingshot.
Pretty much all of them. Pretty much all of them.
I will say we are looking for an H-body customer,
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
a trustworthy H-body customer who puts good miles on
Reach
their
out.
car.
Local H-body customer, hopefully like Bonneville, something like that.
This
but-
is-
If you have a Bonneville or an H-body, reach out to me at bo.c.
Does that include Monte Carlo? Is that
At
Monte
ZZ
Carlo's a W body.
that's a W body?
Yep.
Damn.
bo.c at
I
ZZ
thought I was
Performance.
thought I was
Looking
finally
for an
Getting
H-body.
close.
Goes
Yeah.
in here, bo.c at ZZPerformance.com.
Yep.
Shoot them an email, let them know that we can kind of work with you.
We
on
have
that.
some coilovers ready. I had a guy lined up. He fell through, and we're looking for a
Yeah.
test car.
local. Sorry, somebody in Houston, way out there, kind of thing. We kind of need someone local. We
Yep.
want to
Yeah,
kind
we
of.
ain't gonna ship them. So
Yeah.
Michigan
Unless-
area.
Unless you want to ship it and leave it here for a month. But
Yeah, exactly.
someone did say earlier in the comments as well. Power on Snowbolt right now.
The snowball right now. So we have a Cortex electron boost controller in it
And
right
you
now.
just changed the turbo.
We did. We changed it back to the 8374. Right now, I don't know. However, it is on wastegate springs because we have not dialed in the EDC.
That is a disgrace.
Yeah, like seriously, it opens up like 3 or 4 pounds. I'm like, oh, but like it's still evidently really fucking quick. I'm like, oh, it is. And like the speedo goes up pretty quick too, and it's we're gonna have the thing on 30, 40 pounds.
Ooh.
It's on like 3 now.
Is that baby going to be on the dyno anytime soon? or-
Maybe we'll find out.
Okay.
Probably before
Okay,
streetcar.
okay.
Yeah,
When Al McClure gets back,
yeah. Probably it's something we'll kind of just look at, stuff.
we'll just look at it.
just look at it.
I mean, it is nice to look at.
Yeah.
It's
So
such a good looking car.
Yeah. Eric, what about you? I mean, obviously you're not really too big into cars, but
I mean, you guys kind of stole the big ones, but like Grid Life, I've been curious about just because it sounds like it's a lot more than just racing that
Oh,
goes
yeah.
on at Grid
And
Life.
so local to here as well.
Right,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that helps that it's not like across the country for us.
In between now and Grid Life, we got Woodward Dream Cruise. Like,
Woodward-
I will be
Woodward-
there for that.
yeah, I don't know if many people because Woodward a lot of shenanigans happens at Woodward and then Metro Cruise and stuff too. But you never know.
It's some very chaotic yet organized function at the same time. But there's
Yeah.
tons of vehicles, tons of
Yeah.
platforms. Just good time overall. If you haven't been to Woodward and Dream
Is that in
Cruise,
Detroit?
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
right, Detroit.
I've
Yeah.
heard about that. Yeah.
Woodward
I've always wanted to go to some kind of, and this is unfortunately not really a ZZP thing. I've always wanted to go to some kind of rally event, like off-road kind of thing, like off-road
Sure.
racing. I've seen a lot of like how crazy that shit can be.
Absolutely.
And like I think that like the professional stuff I think looks like would be really
And
cool.
the cars are
just to-
sweet. Like,
Yeah.
I have this hard, like, it's weird. I always say I don't like too crazy built purpose cars, but time attack cars, rally cars, they kind of get my jimmies rustled a little bit. You know? Like, they're freaking, they do a lot of stuff.
I feel like
Yeah.
the whatever car you don't like, the style of race car that you don't like like you don't have in your garage, you're always like in awe of because that's
Yeah.
a completely different world.
Yeah.
You know.
It's-
So like
it's really
off-road
cool.
stuff because like we don't really have anybody who's got their feet super wet with that. It's kind of like off-road seems so like magical. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't have a clue, but it seems so cool.
I mean, that's like, dude, the truck world. I did not know that was a thing.
It's a thing.
It's
Like,
so a thing.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
evidently more
Such a
expensive than
thing.
cars. Like,
And we're an hour away from Silver Lake Sand Dunes. Like,
Yeah.
because Tim Beek, Turbo Tim, was the first one to kind of introduce me to him. He had like this Ranger and stuff was all done up.
Ford
kinda.
Ranger.
Yeah, but I was like, he said, oh yeah, I gotta get long child suspension. Suspension's real expensive. A good long child is like $5,000. I'm like, what? That's like turbo. What? And so he just told me about like there's like a bajillion different suspension parts you need,
Yep.
and all these oversized frames. Like, and I learned that day that they're. It makes you feel so small because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the tuner cars, blah blah. I'm in the thick of it. No, dude, there's dudes that like, I mean, there's dudes that like to do the jump thing, and there's dudes that do the mall crawls. There's show trucks, and there's it's
if you want to
so-
build a capable dune truck, you're gonna need $100,000.
Yeah.
Just to start.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's nuts. That's so cool. That's
It's a whole
nuts.
other world.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It is.
That is absolutely freaking nuts.
Also, just a throwback to the Cletus and cars, like where the hell do jet cars fall in the world of racing? Because they had jet cars at Cleve's and Cars. It was basically just like, I mean, obviously fast, but like, are there jet car meets somewhere?
No.
Where do I see this?
At the racetrack.
Like, what the
Only at
Yeah.
the drag strip.
They only have drag
like,
strip.
are we just having F-18s now, like doing pulls down an airport line, or like what? Yeah,
I mean, that's what it is.
it's cool, but it's like, where else? Like, is this a regular thing? Are there guys in their garages strapping rockets onto their?
Well, I mean, they're super expensive to race too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I've read somewhere that like every time like one of like top fuel drag stars, every time it starts like $10,000. Just
My God.
just like that, you're done.
Yeah,
you know,
it's gotta be a real special event.
Yeah, so drag racing, you know, all that stuff, and that's kind of just what they do.
crazy.
Oh, sidebar. I recently have got like a new idea of like different classifications of wheels. They're all wheels, but this
Some
was-
round, some square.
no. So anything up to 21 inches is called a wheel. 22 to 24-inch wheels are called rims. R-I-M-Z.
So
I will.
you're coming off of this a little bit.
No, not even close. The only one that I truly accept is 25 plus, and it's called Dem Things.
Damn thing.
D-E-M-T-H-A-N-G-Z.
How big do
Dem Things?
Them 2-footers.
Yeah, Dem Things. I'm like,
Okay,
holy shit.
what is the largest size rim/wheel you can get?
26, 28.
No, there are 30-inch large wheels out there.
Who's
36.
finding this out? Are you researching this?
No, it's
Them things
proximity.
You are. You're looking up
Them
that
things
thing.
with
man.
hands.
That sounds like video game, like they just made it for a game.
No,
But
there are cars with them, so it's not everyone's thing. But I will say, there's a whole
that much rubber.
there's a whole, and again, it's a whole community of people who race them on very large wheels. It's called donk racing, but evidently I've learned
Donk?
That, yeah, like evidently.
Do you do some donk racing?
No, not my thing. However, everyone thinks that cars with big wheels are called donks. Evidently, that's not true. Steve Hickman actually taught me this, that the donk is a very specific. wheels.
Sorry, it is so hard to not. It's so easy to make fun of people in the race community sometimes.
Yeah.
For sure. Donk racing.
Yeah. But no, seriously
All
though,
right.
like their cars are actually super fast too. That run single digits on like these 30-inch wheels.
Do they have to like replace them after every race?
No, they race them and then they keep going. Like the cars would be like 8-second cars if they didn't have these. Yeah, didn't have these ginormous wheels on. But dude, they put so much money into their paint, their interiors. It's a whole other thing. Like that's their community. Like
Damn.
that's what they do. Like it's
We need to make a donk car.
no.
No, we
No, we
ain't
don't.
coming out of that.
Back
So
on-
we're going to events.
Back on the event topics. One thing I overlooked. My favorite events are small town, like support your local small town car show. We have one.
Like cars and coffee type?
no,
vibe for local,
like
or
just like the old timer Main Street car show.
So,
It's
like,
my favorite thing.
We got the 28th Street Metro Cruise.
That's not
Kinda-
small.
Yeah.
That-
I mean, that
there's,
is
like,
a lot. Yeah.
like,
But
I
I feel
like-
like it's of the same spirit.
I love the one in Lake Odessa where I'm from. Charlotte has a good one. There's plenty of small town like Sunday afternoon car shows, and
They
when
call
you-
them like cruiser meets and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
it's
they're
like
actually
it's like a noon to 4 thing normally.
yeah.
Okay.
Like some guys bring out their classic cars for that. They put a car show together, things like
Right.
that. I will say from a selfish standpoint, I also love them because it is very easy to win at those car shows. It is
And-
so
Show up
easy
with
to
your ridiculous tuner, and they're
Well,
just
you
like,
And it's like, you win whatever
Yeah.
class you're in. So
Yeah, you're normally like the only one in your class, but you show up, have a good time, and every platform car of ours normally just draws so much attention
Yep.
because
Yeah.
they're like, what is this thing? Why
Yeah.
does it have a huge turbo? Like,
well, yeah,
it's so out of the ordinary. It's not a small block G body.
yeah.
you
It's
know.
not like an old school Mopar or something, like an old '67 Camaro, whatever, '69 Camaro, whatever it is. But no, like that's kind of that's their thing, and then we bring something new, and then they really appreciate it.
Everybody always has good things to say.
Yeah.
Even when I had the Grand Prix, there was this thing in my town, Thursday night cruising at the local watering hole, and I'd take
you know, it's a small town.
I'd
It's
take the Grand
referred
Prix
to
down
as a
there
water.
every Thursday after work and just talk so much smack to all these old timers.
Hilarious.
And
But you know, they've
never
got to
got a
enjoy
race.
that.
They just all sat down there in their lawn chairs.
Just got their little umbrella up, and
Yeah.
but you know, they gotta love that. You know, you got like the younger generation carrying on the torch or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
and having a fast something that doesn't have 8 cylinders, I say that very very particularly because
Makes
and they're-
people mad.
Well, and not only that,
Makes them all.
well they're from a different time period usually. Like the old generation, they're from a different time period where like anything, the only way you can be fast with 8 cylinders. When they see a 600 horsepower, 800 horsepower, freaking four-cylinder, their minds are absolutely blown. Like how this is commonplace here.
Yeah.
But, you know, like
Yeah.
I remember when my car was making 420, and I went to one of the classic cars. Like I was told, oh, how much this thing make? They were thinking like 100, 120. I'm like, oh, it makes about 420, 425. They're like,
Twice as much as their small block.
yeah, like some of the small blocks are making like 200 horsepower or something like that. They're like, there's no way this 4-cylinder makes that much. I'm like, yeah, here's a dyno sheet for it. And then, so actually, I raced one of them, and it was not close. It was not close at all.
Yeah.
It just gapped the absolute hell out of them. They're like,
Yeah.
I can't believe I lost to a 4-cylinder.
It's like, it's not what. Well,
And that is an American thing only, though. That's an American thing, man.
Well, in fact, that's actually some. I think that's a become like Alex. You obviously you're from overseas. You're from the UK. You know our cousins over there across the pond. So
right.
what is like the events and like kind of culture there? Like what's some tell us some differences.
So similar things, you know, meets, track days, drag strip. I'd say that someone was explaining to me, so that drag racing in the US, because the country is so big, it's like a marker anyone can go to from anywhere in the country, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, a lot smaller, it's like your local track is, oh, I do this time at the track rather than, oh, I do this at the quarter mile. Way more people seem to be into doing circuit racing than quarter mile racing. But in terms of cylinders and displacement, it's coming to ZZP. This is, you know, is exactly the same back home, but flipped in the opposite, where if you've got a V8, you're the outlier, or you're not the common person, because so few cars have V8s nowadays. Everything is boosted and small cylinders, and there's a huge amount of diesels on the road as well. So there's like the performance diesel community, but in cars, like smaller cars, like the Sonic equivalent back in the UK, or like the 3800 equivalent back in the UK with a diesel, that is popular. A lot of BMW diesels, and then, you know, the GM stuff over there. So you got the Opals, Vauxhalls. Everything is small, turbocharged. So coming here is normal, but then hearing you talk about the previous generation where everyone's like, you know, the V8s, that just wasn't a thing back over there, man.
Yeah.
So you're saying we have an untapped market? We need to get into.
You need to start selling stuff abroad, in short. But talking of events, I've always wanted to go to a half-mile event. Now, imagine the Cobalt would be pretty legit.
Well, I mean, again,
mile, like
the Snowball took the LNF half-mile record, like, I think, like 11 or 12 years ago at this point. It's been a long time. It's like it's like 2013, 2014. So
and it still holds it.
Somebody was talking about it the other day.
yeah, like I still have that record to this day, and I haven't gone back to even try to break it because no one's.
Has anyone even tried to break it?
Yeah, quite a few people have tried.
Tried.
They've tried.
Try.
Yeah, so ZZP, the cars here at ZZP, we have the LSJ, the overall Cobalt one, the LSJ one, the LNF one. We have all the records. I mean, we're ZZP, but it's yeah.
Oh no, JPL's here.
Actually, too, technically, we back in the day, I don't know if someone's beat us with it yet, but we actually have had. We ran a few OTGs at that time too. But that was really, really early OTG days. So
very early.
A lot of broken motors, I imagine.
That was very early on, but yeah, no, that's super interesting to hear about like the UK events and stuff like that because I hear really small displays. I hear like 1 liter stuff.
So yeah, the Fiesta back home, 1 liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost.
Wow.
3 cylinders, mind blown. The 1.6, you know, Fiesta ST, Fiesta, the Focus ST, Focus RS, everything is small displacement, man.
Yeah.
You really don't see. You do see some V8s, but they're top of the line German cars, or you don't really get any American cars. Really,
is there any different modifications you guys do from us here? Like anything that we wouldn't do to a vehicle?
Good question.
While you think about that, I'm going to answer another kind of. I just see a question here.
Yeah.
So Connor asked, Ryan, how effective is the fifth injector not only for fueling but keeping the valves clean and not getting coked up with carbon due to the DI system? Actually, extremely effective. In the past, we've had people, it doesn't work good because it isn't right with the throttle body, and our kit's better. Bullshit. I ran the fifth injector setup in my car for when I made 605 way back in the day on a much smaller turbo, much different change up on that. And I ran that car for 2 or 3 years, beating the piss out of it. At that time, we actually removed the intake to actually look down in there because I had a different issue with an injector sticking, and the valves were clean, like totally clean. So the fifth injector kit that Matt Meekoff engineered, it works well. Obviously, the biggest variable in it is sometimes the controller, but that was in the past. But the fifth injector kit works great. Anyone who needs it, I don't know why people shy away from it, but it's necessary. Depending on how far you want to go. Way better than meth and all that. Runs out of the car. We have a kit for it. You want to go fast, you're gonna need it along with cams. So
Basic upgrade too.
yeah, it's not difficult at all. But people try to overanalyze and reinvent the wheel that we've created, and we've already shown that we've done it the best. So
Like leave your factory injectors, add this one.
yep. Pretty much add this one, or get our Opals and add this one. Like we have all the parts, and I do want to say I saw a comment yesterday too. It was in one of the threads that someone was being really silly. They got their downpipe and it wasn't as shiny as they wanted it to be. So I don't know why I'm even giving this thread that attention, but
I was going to ask you that.
yeah. But one guy said, we talked about it. ZZP went away. We could definitely find all the parts that we would still need. Yeah. Good luck with that. Finding the proper cans for your car. Finding good tuning for it. Finding. Let's see, all your custom turbo kits and your one-stop shop and all your other suspension parts. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I said, we're here to stay. We're ZZP. We the best.
We got you, man.
Yep.
We do what we do. It's funny talking about old generation versus new generation, between 4-cylinder, 8, whatever. It's funny because I do feel like there's almost a fear with people who are older who see 4-cylinder cars, because it's like they're used to 4 cylinders back in the day that you were like, this can barely make it up a hill. And now it seems like 4 cylinders, they're fine. Like when I bought my Impreza Sport, new one, it's a 4-cylinder. I told my parents, my dad, who's been working in the auto industry for 30 years, was like,
oh shit.
I was waiting for this.
Oh, man.
Hold on. Let's
yeah.
wait.
Here we go,
Ryan.
Abby. The
Abby.
Ryan train has started.
Oh, shit.
What do we have here, Abby?
Like rum.
Oh,
Rum?
Well, I mean,
Oh.
nothing wrong with that.
There's 2 different kinds of rum. And there's a lot of
All right, pass
This
this.
is this is our
go.
official summertime decree
Thank
here.
you.
Guys, so everyone
Beautiful.
remembers Abby. Abby's in here doing this.
Abby, say
Yes.
what's up.
Isn't that it?
Yeah.
You got to
Yep.
get a little further in. Get
Yeah,
your
you
head
gotta
in there,
hang
Abby.
over the.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Enjoy.
Cheers
Thanks,
to Friday.
Abby.
Thank you, Abby.
Cheers. I would give you one to cheers with.
Oh.
But
Is it good?
Yes.
Yes.
is it quite delightful?
Thank you.
What a.
Oh, so mine is poison.
Oh,
in it,
wow.
Got you.
That's real good.
Is it strong?
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Happy
Let me
hot
finish
Friday.
this.
I can't. I'm not gonna be able to go
Yeah,
home.
kick the
Yeah.
weekend
Drink.
off good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gonna
we
be
got
calling the
some
wifey for a ride.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Abby.
You're welcome.
Damn. All right.
Ah.
We got to get a little ice maker up here, and we'll just have these all the time.
Oh yeah.
This is excellent.
The most shocking thing to me about 4 cylinders, not the peak power you can make, it's the peak torque.
Yeah.
That was what
to
blew me away
me,
with
I just
LSJ.
didn't think that you could have a 4-cylinder making 4, 5, 600 foot-pounds of torque. I didn't think that was even possible. Our Sonic drag car, 1.4, what's the torque number? It's over 400 foot-pounds torque.
I believe so.
Out of a 1400, the bore size is like that big, man.
No, seriously. Like you can, this can fits perfectly inside the cylinder walls.
Yeah.
How does that output 400 foot-pounds of torque?
A properly sized turbo and it's all just airflow.
Exactly. Boost.
So
Boost
impressive.
is the equalizer, man. But yeah, no, it's just super interesting to hear about that and events and how they happen overseas. And what's cool is we have someone who's kind of not a car guy, a guy from overseas, guy's been into it for a little different reasons.
We got a whole
little gambit going
spectrum of experiences or lack of.
So Ryan, tell us about some of the grid life encounters, man.
Oh man, you would just go to there's so many events I would love to go to. If I had infinite time and didn't have to be able to answer people's questions or have people yell at me all day, I would go to somewhere I want to go Week Fest is they travel. Again, the Snowball, it's a week fest in Chicago. I want to go like to one of the California ones or the like the Florida ones, or even
There's one in like Georgia area, right? There
Yeah.
used to be one.
Yeah, like they're they kind of they go all around. They travel. Also, one day if I ever get enough time, I want to take snow overseas just to drive around. Like I would love to go one of those crazy like Japan freaking meets. I think they lose their mind. Oh my God, there's this freaking shitbox Econo car here, But like there's so much stuff. And then the grid lives are always fun. I so enjoy them. So I've been going to Grid Life. I've missed 2 Grid Lives. And that was since its inception. I've been to almost everyone and tracked at almost every single one. I missed last year, then I missed like 2017, just because stuff wasn't ready or had some other stuff to do at the time. But the Grid Life events are events that I encourage everyone to go to. Think about the video game Forza Horizon. I say it for people who don't know what it is, but they play Forza Horizon. It's literally Forza Horizon in person.
Okay.
There are a lot of people, on the way, a lot of pooches walking around, like dogs. people running around with the dogs all over the place.
I thought pooches was slang for something, so I'm glad you meant dog.
Legitimate dogs.
'Cause I love dogs.
But no, it's a very different event because it brings all sorts of people together. Brings your slummy guys, bring your nice car guys, bring your bring your truck guys, brings your low car slam guys. Like it's an event that brings so much attention from all over the Midwest and even further. It is truly a diverse event, and that's what got me into road coursing. I had not road coursed till my first Grid Life, and I remember when Graph was small, there was like a total of 100 people. Now within the first 5 minutes to open up, there's 100 people, but weekend is thousands upon thousands, and people camp.
It's a weekend
crazy
event.
Yeah, it's a weekend event. It's so good, and it gives you an idea of like, hey, road course can be fun. This is another way to test yourself and drive your car. And there's a show, and then there's all sorts of events. Supposedly last year, the year I didn't go, they freaking had Smash Brothers in the freaking tent, and once again, people did not feel the pain. I found out about it because that's a new edition. I'm like, God dang it!
You got to go to Grid Life, Ryan, just so you can flex your Smash Bros.
Yeah. Even though there are people that are way better here. So challenge out to anyone. I'll give anyone $25 in store credit if they can beat me at Smash Brothers. But yeah, but no, it is a good event because what's cool is people come and say, hey, dude, I talk to you all the time. And it's cool to put like a name to a face.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I've seen people do that, and seeing it's broadens people's horizons. Like actually a few years ago we had a 300 guys say, oh, dude, I know this event's crazy. I didn't know there was this kind of stuff. I have so much inspiration for my build now. Like people get inspiration. Like there's certain, which is weird. There was a Cobalt guy that never heard of ZZP. Like, what is ZZP? I'm like, are you under a rock, homeboy?
Seriously?
Yeah. And then he proceeded like a few weeks to buy like 3K worth of parts from us. So it's
Yeah.
But it's you meet a lot of people. You make a lot of new friends, you make a lot of new people, and it's a very supportive community. They can be a little intimidating at first, but I had some person, her name is Sally. She races a Subaru, this crazy time attack Subaru, but she's like a personality on YouTube and stuff. Like I drove Snowball in this was a few years ago before it is now, and I drove it in, and she's like video recording me, and she comes in and interviews me, and we talk about it. She's like, I used to have one of these back in the day. I'm like, oh, no fucking way. So then we talked, and she was all about it. And when I went on track, she was out there filming me on track. It was just a cool event. You meet people, and you never know what kind of connection you're making. It just broadens your horizons. There's a festival at night. You get to drink and have fun with your buddies. Like, I never camp because I'm bougie. I'm real bougie, and I never camp. I refuse to do it. Give me a hotel.
You have a slight excuse because it's not even that far from home.
Yeah, it's only like 45 minutes while I'll drive home, whatever.
Yeah, that's what's nice about Streetcar this year.
Yeah, it's real close. But
We're camping, though.
yeah,
man.
y'all camping.
We're camping. We're going to make
I
Ryan
kind of
camp.
forced myself into that
You ain't
since
making Ryan camp. Yeah. But no, it's super cool. It's a great event that, we get to hang out with our customers. We get to chill out. You guys get to see the not stressed out at work versions of us, kind of thing. You get to see our builds. We get to talk about it. We get to shoot shop and just get to hang out and have a good time. It's an event that's just everyone goes to. It's good. You never know. You get some HPD in. You never know. You maybe like Tim Beek, find your love for road course. Like I'm doing this. Tim has literally said after his first time on track, He said, "I love this. I'm never drag racing again." So he proceeded to drag race a few weeks later, but
he drag raced at Cletus and Cars.
yeah, he drag raced
Well,
his
it's
car.
interesting that you say that because no matter how much we do like road course around here, there's something about just I don't know if it's the American culture or cars in general.
It totally is.
We can't
It
get
totally
you
is.
can't get
You
away
can.
from it.
Well, and think about it, I've actually,
Really can't.
me and Steve Hickman talked about this a while, and he actually, I'll say he totally opened my eyes to it. Drag racing, no matter where you're at, there's always variables, but it's the most easily repeatable thing you can do. And then that's to show the performance. Obviously, there's a lot on driver, a lot of setup, things like that, but you don't, for instance, if I go run a 142 at Gingerman, I can't say, hey, you at NCM, see if you can run that time.
Exactly.
Like, it's not the same thing. Like you said, in England, there's a local track. That's where it's
Right.
at. But like with drag racing,
Quarter mile time
quarter
across the board.
It's across the board. Granted, yes, some cars, and sometimes your DA is faster. Sometimes they prep the shit out of it so you can launch the car a lot harder. So there's always a little bit of variables, but nonetheless, the times don't lie.
Yeah, what I love about it is you work 6 months, a year, who knows how long on your car, and it comes down to 10 to 12 seconds of absolute performance perfection. It's that 10 seconds that you've worked for all year of every single part you've put on, every single thing you've done, working together, creating the perfect pass. That's what everybody is chasing, the perfect pass, the perfect 60, etc.
And for that 10
it's
seconds
so
or less,
hard, and you're always chasing it, and there's never an end. It's always constant improvement. It's kind of like life in general. You're just always improving.
And for that 10 seconds or less, you're free.
It's true.
Sheesh, man. Bro, you seeing the second comment from bottom?
Zoom stroker.
Oh.
William Kish.
Damn.
William Kish, no,
Damn.
Bo, I'm not going to let you release that. William Kish, you're going to have to wait. Somebody at this table.
Keep waiting, son.
Well,
Somebody at this table may or may not have been doing some stuff with that car in the last few days. You're going to have to sit and wait, Mr. Kish.
mm-hmm.
We're casually, and I emphasize casually, always working for a new M90 world record.
Yeah.
Very casual. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're the Kings, you get to sit back on your throne.
Yeah,
And
but we're not just leaving it there.
Yeah, no. Eventually
We're not sitting idle.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
So it's one of those things where, kind of like you said, Bo, but no, that is very true. You definitely work for it. That's why I found road coursing, the drag racing sometimes is so hit or miss with me because some nights you get like 5 passes in, some nights you get 1 pass in because the line is
There's
long.
a line
frustrating.
a mile long. Yeah.
I hate it. But like I said, that's why I actually drew me into road coursing and half miling and stuff because you get to drive longer. It's way more expensive. That's why it's not as
Well, that's what I like about it is because my
It's cheap.
broke butt has put all of my money into the car. I can't spend a lot of money driving the car. So when you can show up on a Friday night to your local quarter mile strip, pay $10 to $30, it depends on where you go, and run all night long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Depending on how many other people are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
shit.
but
no,
it's definitely cheaper.
Yeah, it's 100%. There's no lie. But if you add up 20 minutes of drag time.
I was just gonna bring this
Yeah,
up.
if you
Seat
add up
time, man.
Yeah, if you add up 20 minutes of drag time, it is probably
That's a
around
shit
the same.
ton of bosses.
It's really expensive to go road course and things like that. Sometimes $150, $100, $200, but the amount of seat time you get, that's what's nice about
Totally about
road
the seat
course.
time.
You get so much time to race and beat the living dog crap out of your car. Again,
Can't argue with that, and I love turning.
yeah, one lap at Gingerman, if you're decently quick or fast, is between 1 minute and 38 seconds and 1 minute and 45 seconds. That's a lot of 10-second passes in there.
Agreed.
That's a lot of 10-second passes.
Or if you're like me, 14 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's also learning. You learn so much about your car.
Oh, yeah.
Straight line speed, brake in, turn in.
That's a
And
lot.
you get to actively compare it against other cars. So you're following someone around the track. You're like, okay, this is another platform. They weigh 500 pounds less than me. They're set up like this. They're a rear drive. I'm a front drive. You can't get that anywhere else.
Yeah.
The comparison just against other platforms, other people out there,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
other driving styles.
Yeah, I do remember one time. In my HPDE group, I was decently by far the fastest one there, and some guy came out the first time in a like he was at the back because it was like 15 cars that went out. I was in third. Well, it wasn't a race, but I was first. I was the third person to go out, and I managed to come back. And I saw the last guy in the Maxima, and so I'm like, I'm gonna catch him. Like he was not the fastest. He was definitely the slowest, but I was trying to lap him. That was my whole thing, to see if I can push myself to lap him. And then I eventually got in, and I started taking bad lines because he was taking on. I'm just gonna follow his lines, just fucking beat him with his own lines. But that was a bad habit I had to break.
That's what really interests me about road coursing is the lines.
Yeah, and that's something when you're out there, it is something that you learn. You have to learn very quickly
because it's a totally different variable that you add into the equation. You got all of your mechanical and driver mod, variables that go into going in a straight line fast.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, let's turn and brake at a certain point and gas,
Yeah, it teaches you a lot because, for instance, you learn that your tires can't do too much at one time.
Yeah.
You can't turn, brake, and accelerate, doing all that. Like, your tires can do one thing. They can either brake really well, they can turn, or they can accelerate.
Yeah.
One's going to give when you're doing all the other stuff. So.
Especially on a front-wheel drive car.
Yeah,
Especially on a front-wheel
you
drive
never
car.
want to be mid-corner and have to hit the brakes.
Yeah.
That's
bad times.
That's
very
That
bad
the car, and I've done it because I did an oopsie, and that's not a good time.
That's part of it, though, man.
Brake for the
oopsies
corner.
are definitely part of it.
Brake for the corner, turn the corner, exit the corner.
Exactly. That's pretty much exactly it.
Yeah.
So I know, Eric, I don't mean to take
Yep.
over your pipe, but I mean, we're getting towards the end. Like 10
We are
minutes
getting
left.
towards the end here. I was just waiting for a break real quick, but if you guys, we are in overtime, I guess we'll call it. But if you guys want to get any questions in about just general car tech questions, start hitting us up.
Yeah, we got like 5-10 minutes here. So
Yep.
guys, if you guys want to know just ask your questions. Make sure they're relevant.
Yeah.
You want to ask about some of our cars. You want to ask Bo or something, Alex some. Ask about some crazy welding stuff and all that.
Please don't ask
We got
when
some
we're going to have
exciting
stuff back in stock
If you
because
ask-
we
if
don't
you-
even know.
But
If
we've
you
got
ask
exciting
them-
stuff coming.
Yeah, if you ask stock stuff, I'm literally going to ignore your question. Come on, boys. So, Dave, these boys are trying to get crunked up more than I am. I've barely drank any of that.
Dude, I this entire time you guys have been talking, I've been sucking this
I
thing
just
down.
love Crunk Ryan, man.
What did Abby say these were? What flavor?
Rum and something, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but it's
I just
delicious,
heard rum.
whatever it
There's
is.
stuff
I
in
Amazing.
here. I don't know.
was going to say, we need to have this like every Friday because
They're good, tasty.
You
They
should have
are
brought them sooner.
delicious.
Abby, we got to bring this stuff sooner.
I know,
Like,
it was way too late. I was going to pay a shout out saying, like, if any certain someone's with frozen drinks in this building want to come up here, we're ready for them. But, yeah.
I'm going to throw a random thing in for us to talk about, completely not with the talk we've been talking
Do it.
about.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, from your knowledge, what's the car with just a PCM tune, what makes the most gains ever stock?
LNF.
LNF, 100%.
Easy.
Oh, no.
I'm
ATSV.
talking all cars.
Eight. All cars?
How,
Still,
Not just in our platforms.
A
I'm
boosted 8-cylinder is going to make them
Yeah,
more.
well, no. I'm talking completely stock, and you flash a
So,
flash a
In-
fire.
in-
before we get
any
down this
boosted
tangent,
8-cylinder.
the 3800 PCM is not going to make a lot of power. It is all in the transmission that is going to increase everything, all the drivability about the vehicle.
Yeah. The Atom Project, or the Iron Redline Colo, is still on schedule. They are still on schedule. We are working on them. We're finalizing the designs. They're going to be out around the same time that the Cobalt Coilovers are going to be on. We've heard you, Iron Redline guys. We're coming for you. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Working well. Thanks, JPL.
Yeah.
I
Thanks, guys.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
How much LNF? Just
Go
a
for it.
flash. I'm
Shoot it.
talking no cold air intake, no down, like
40
nothing, just a flash.
40 or 50 wheel and like 60 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
So they'll start with like 240 wheel. You put a tune on there like 280, 285.
Well, this is a great topic because literally any of our platforms, intake, downpipe, tune,
Does a shit ton.
oh my goodness.
Does a shit ton.
It's a
completely unlocked.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
now
Big
you have a
changes.
very fun daily.
like,
Yep.
you don't even
Agreed.
need to add boot or power to it. Just literally intake. And,
downpipe, and tune
Yeah.
with a good fuel.
Yeah, good fuel. You do.
Done
I
deal.
mean, like that's essentially our 3800 stage 2 kit.
Yeah.
Like our downpipe, intake, thermostat, PCM tune, and a little bit of a pulley drop. Yeah, that's like 35 over stock. It's
And-
pretty good.
It's a great place to keep your car at if
Yeah.
you don't want
For that daily driver
if you
reliability.
do, if you do any of our stage packages like the stage 2, and then if you do that power wise, and then just focus on your suspension, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, do the stage 2, get your 50 to 60 wheel horsepower out of the vehicle.
Yep.
And then all full board suspension, and then
That's a fun
once
car.
you got your braking and your suspension down, start
Add
looking
more power,
At,
yeah.
yeah.
No, you're very right. Again, all of our platforms respond really good to those parts. I mean, shit,
Yeah.
the ATS-V gains like 100-something horse with intake downpipes and a PCM tune. People are literally in the nines with like tunes and fucking
Yeah.
shit. Like that shit's
With
crazy.
stock exhaust.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Shane
nuts.
Shane used to have a stock exhaust, right?
Yeah,
When he
Shane-
ran nines
Yeah. Oh no, Shane ran 10:01. Like he was on the cusp.
with a stock
And
exhaust.
it was stock like it's so much like there was stock shit on his car. Like Shane's fast.
ZZP downpipes, but
Yep.
stock catback.
Stock catback and all that stuff, and the dude's fast, and those cars are quick. And now if he went back now, he would absolutely run a 9.
Yeah,
100%. Like, he would go back and get his stuff out, and because he got little transmission tables changed and all that. But
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Is he going to street car?
yes, he will. I need his Cobalt HSR sway bar. Are y'all making any more? Of course we are. But like
Yeah.
everywhere else, we are like back the hell up, and no ETA on them. We will
Yeah.
get them back though, 100%.
Yeah, they exist. They're just hard to come by.
Yes,
So
yes.
Yeah, sway bar is a great mod for any platform.
Oh my God. rear
I
sway
mean,
bar.
we were just talking about road course. That's like a road course
If
like
you- if you have a-
requirement.
If you have a front wheel drive platform that we deal with, a rear sway bar is necessary. Sway bars are necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
W
And
body.
That's the
and
thing a lot of people don't know. They think you want the front one first. I would definitely start with the rear.
Back. 100%.
You
the back
agree?
one. Yes. 3,000,000% on the W body and on the Delta chassis.
And whilst you're checking the sway bar, check all your bushings. Check all your, look at all the suspension components whilst you've
Yep.
got that thing up.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think that's probably a good spot before we turn this into an hour and a half podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been educational.
Absolutely.
Say the
Guys,
least.
make sure there is a Grid Life event this week. Not a festival. So there's a Grid Life festival and there's a Grid Life time attack. Tyler Vogt in the Camaro he's already there. Make sure to go and check him out. It should be like $15-$20 to enter. Go chill out with him, support him, see if there's any track times, kind of get a taste of it, kind of see some different stuff. So go see him. It's at Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan. Y'all ain't doing nothing this weekend. Get y'all butts up from Wisconsin
hot.
and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Get up and go
Make
and
sure to
go see him.
hydrate.
There's
Yeah.
a new
very hot.
prototype axle back on Trevor's car as well. So go check it
Tyler.
out. Tyler. Shit.
It sounds
Trevor-
great.
There's so many Tylers
okay.
and Trevors at ZZP.
Yeah,
It's
yes, there
ridiculous,
is.
man.
See, I feel better when other people screw it up because I do
I
it
screw
too.
it up all
It
the time.
happens
I've
so
only
much.
screwed it up one time.
We have
Yeah.
like 30 employees and 4 Tylers.
Yeah, it's the ratio of Tylers.
We've had a
is-
bunch of Steves. We've had a bunch of Tylers. We've not had very many Erics. Not
okay
had
with
very
that.
many Alexes. Yeah,
How many
we've
bows have you had?
uno mas.
unique. You're very unique.
We used to have three. We used to have 3 Ryans. The maximum level of Ryans was 3 at one point. I'm the last stand.
Ron D.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't
For
be
a
any more
reason.
Ryans.
Yeah. All right, boys.
right, guys.
You guys have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Take
Have
it
Great
easy.
one. Enjoy the hot
Do your
weather.
thing. And
Take
as
it easy.
usual, we got Eric B, Alex S, Bo C,